Receiving is an often overlooked but critical component of warehouse workflow.
When new shipments arrive, sufficient floor space to cope with the volume of inventory being received must be prepared in advance. Mistakes made when recording goods received can affect every other function of the operation.
If landed shipments are not quickly and accurately offloaded, broken down and sent for put away effectively, delays can occur in every downstream operation. There are many things that need attention before goods can be offloaded. Most importantly, is there enough floor space to be able to receive the shipment?
Some other questions may include: is the warehouse clean and organized to make the flow of goods easy and efficient? Is there space for materials handling equipment required for offloading?
In many warehouses, goods are received continuously throughout the day. This means that every shipment that is offloaded must be carefully planned. Without sufficient planning, boxes and pallets can pile up in any empty space in the warehouse, making other warehouse activities difficult.
Knowing in advance every day what goods will be received is essential for streamlining the receiving process. This information is gathered from the purchase orders and is planned based on expected due dates.
Different businesses will have different types of incoming goods. Incoming goods could be used for any of the following things: raw materials used for manufacture, MRO, or maintenance, repair and operations parts for internal use, parts needed for final assembly, goods purchased to make up a kit, goods purchased for sale.
Critical goods needed to satisfy sales and production orders must receive special attention, and these should be handled first.
The following factors should be considered when goods are scheduled to arrive. Link how the product arrives with where it is to be stored. Plan to store the same product type in one location. Provide for stock rotation, taking into account expiry dates, serial number, or lot control issues. Locate products with the greatest number of outgoing orders closest to the outbound shipping area to limit the amount of travel required to pick and ship these orders. Allow for staging space to handle a product that is to be moved to another warehouse.
Incoming goods can be placed in different types of warehouses, and having sufficient floor space to receive goods will differ. For example, goods that are received into a raw materials warehouse are typically large, bulky items, such as sheets of steel used in the manufacturing process.
A warehouse used specifically for the storage of MRO is common practices for businesses such as mines, foundries, processing plants, and other remotely located businesses. Shipments are infrequent due to the location, and many different types of products are received, making this a slow and tedious process. Planning sufficient floor space is therefore very important. When cold chain goods are received, they must be kept at a constant temperature. These goods must be handled correctly and with a consistent temperature control.
A bonded warehouse is often a cordoned off area in the main warehouse used for storing imported goods. These shipments are strictly controlled by customs officials. Finished goods warehouses will often have a bulk pack area where goods are kept in bulk on pallets or other packing materials. Incoming finished goods will most often be placed in the bulk area of the warehouse.
In the retail world, distribution centers, DCs, are used extensively. A DC is a storage facility where goods are temporarily stored before being distributed to the retail stores. An offloading area as well as a cross-docking area are typical of receiving goods in a DC.
An important practice for all warehouses is good housekeeping. This is particularly important for the receiving process.
Some of the areas of the warehouse which should be monitored include
Warehouse exteriors. Clear obstructions and have sufficient signage to make it easy for vehicles with shipments to gain access easily and efficiently.
warehouse floors. These should be clear of dirt, water or oil and other hazards.
Warehouse entrance, exits and walkways. All access ways to and within the warehouse should have clear signboards giving directions and free from packaging debris.
Work areas. Keep every item in the warehouse, from paper to warehouse equipment, and all inventory items in their designated place.
Signage. Having the correct signage around your warehouse shows staff and possible outsiders which areas are designated for offloading and receiving.
Warehouse layout directly affects the efficiency of any business operation, and most importantly, when receiving shipments. Plan well and be ready for each and every incoming shipment.